Hey folks, it's Jay from Dumpster Diving Life. Well, I have a confession to make. I've been cheating on you. At least that's what it felt like. As most of you know who are regular viewers and are subscribers to my channel, I have greatly curtailed my diving to focus on my family, the 4 young children, whom I call my tribe, the wife, and some repairs, much needed repairs to rental properties. And I've been doing that, but as you notice, I haven't been making hardly any videos. I actually didn't dive for well over a month, and I've made a few videos here and there, but nothing really regular. Well, it doesn't mean I wasn't completely diving. I just wasn't taking you guys along with me. Hence the reason I feel like I was cheating you guys or cheating on you guys. But I think I can make up for that by showing you some of the things that I did not capture on video. What I was doing was going to certain areas, certain dumpsters, and just hitting those. These were my high probability dumpsters where there's a very good chance of something being there, typically a household dump or garage sale dump or whatever. So I would only hit one plaza and usually just a handful of dumpsters, and my videos being typically 20 to 30 minutes long, these hits, I call them drive-bys, they lasted no more than 10 minutes, 12 at the most, and sometimes even quicker. And I did that because I wanted to get some diving in. Once you start, it's just so hard to stop. But I also, I didn't want to record it because it's just so much more time consuming to do that. And it was just easier to go hit and run real quick, if you will, some places. And I did and have been finding items continuously. So to make up for that to you guys, I thought I would make a video back here in my backyard and just show you a few items. I've already sold several of the items I found, so a lot of the items I found over the past month, 2 months, that were not on video. So I thought I'd just give you a quick little review here and show you what I found and what was not on video. Obviously, chairs are a major theme on my video for some reason on my channel. I don't know why, I don't know how it happens, but I find a ton of chairs. This one being probably one of the most interesting. This is brand new, in brand new condition. It was sitting in a dumpster right on top, cardboards. It was clean. I haven't had to do anything to it. I was going to sell it, but it's so unique. I really want to keep it. Just got to figure out where to put it. These guys over here were taken out of dumpsters just recently. I believe both of them were in the same dumpster, if I remember. They were. And this one here is almost done and ready to be sold. It's about 40 years old, I imagine. It's an old city chair. It had a city marking on it, but a few little nicks and dings on it. But I repaired. This leg was broken off, and you see there, that's epoxy. I had to use that to fill in the missing wood pieces. I didn't do the best of jobs, but it's adequate, and now I just need to stain it so it doesn't really jump out. This one here has a whole lot more work to do. You see the broken one there. You see this held together by a screw, missing a tine there. Same thing here. It's just, yeah. But it's one of those old ones with the old gold plastic caster covers. But look at the hardware under here. You don't see that anymore. That is heavy duty. And if he turns out okay, I may be tempted to keep him, but I'm getting too many chairs. This one over here, I'll tell you what, I usually don't take the busted up chairs, but like this, but especially with the mesh, because I don't know how to repair it. But I've been checking online, and it's possible. And these chairs are a little bit more more than your garden variety picnic chairs or whatever you want to call them, because it has these shocks on them, or these struts, or whatever you want to call them, but they're still very, very much working perfectly. And that's what it is. It's a freestyle rocker, and it's made by GCI Outdoor. And I've already researched it, and I believe the mesh can be replaced. A little time consuming. He folds up nicely. I kind of like the way it folds up. Check it out real quick. One-handed. And there you go. So yeah, I thought that was the coolest thing. I've never seen one of these types of chairs with the shocks on it. You guys may recognize this chair. I pulled him out. It was on video. This is the only one out here that was actually on one of my videos. He pulled him out. He had a broken leg. This one, nope, it was in the back. This one back here, right there. It was shattered off. I wasn't even sure how to attach it because there's some missing wood back here, a lot of it. My woodworking skills, as much as I love to woodwork, I just don't have that much skill. So did some research, found out about epoxy wood glue, and that's what you see right there. And just filled it, sanded it, and now it's ready to be painted. Still has some upholstery issues. This is the original upholstery. I don't know. I kind of want to keep it original if I do list it, which most likely I will, and see what I can get out of it. But I don't know if it's antique. There's no markings underneath it, so I can't call it antique if I don't know for sure. So I just call it vintage. It's definitely an old chair. Moving on. This is one of my regrets here. Remember all the displays I got from Bell's when they were shutting down, and yeah, I sold a lot, but it took a long time. I forget where I got this one at. It was just one of those random places that you normally don't find something like this at, but I got it. I kind of regret it because, again, they're slow movers. The casters work great on it. The wheels work good, but I have no hooks for it. The hooks I did have, I gave away along with the other ones I had sold previously, found and sold previously. So yeah, I haven't even listened to this one yet, but yeah, I need to get listed because it will be one of what they call a long tail. It will be hanging around for a while, and it may just wind up getting donated because it'll be in the way. This metal chair here is upside down for a reason. The mesh over here is loose. You see that? And that's common for these type of chairs. And I kind of there was regret on my part. I had saw one earlier. I found one earlier, and I passed on it because the mesh was loose. A little more, but across here, it can be repaired, welded, or even with some epoxy compound. It's strong as steel, but I prefer to weld them. But that chair, and then I ran across this one. The chair I passed up was identical to this one. So had I picked that one up, I'd have two. Now I still just have one, no worries. Still makes a good outdoor chair. And if you did see the video yesterday, you know I found two more metal chairs. Just don't have any seat or back because all the mesh was rotted off. So that's, I believe, done with the chairs. One more interesting item. This was not a dumpster diving find. This was pulled off of a burn pile on a lot we bought not too long ago. It sits right next to one of the rental properties. It's empty. It doesn't have a home on it, but it has a lot of trash. The previous owner was supposed to remove everything. He removed some of it, but he left a lot of it. And this was on top of the massive burn pile he has. If you don't know what a burn pile is, out in the country you can burn your brush and your trash as long as you don't burn toxic items such as tires or any plastics, items like that. So I pulled it off. It was falling apart, but mainly it was just falling apart because the screws were loose, the bolts were loose, and it didn't take much to tighten them up, glue them up. And now I've sanded it, and still need to sand some more. I replaced the bottom here. It was falling out. This was broken. from here to here, broken off. I glued it back on. You see, and I still need to tighten these back here. Just do a little more sanding and stain it up. It'll be over there on our right now currently messy patio slash deck over there next to the pool. I won't show you the pool, it's dirty. We are in the process of cleaning it and getting it closed up for the year. Although it's a beautiful, beautiful 78 degrees, supposed to be 82 today, November 6th, 2020. Can you believe that? But yeah, so it'll be a patio deck, or a patio bench rather. So yeah, off a burn pile. Someone's gonna burn it up, believe it or not. So I saved him. Moving on. I was telling my wife just recently how our pantry is cluttered with our current recycle bin. Really, it's just a trash can we use as a recycle bin. It's short, round, and kind of in the way. And I told my wife I'd love to have one of those restaurant-style trash cans that are narrow and tall, but they're very expensive. You have to get them at restaurant supply companies. The very next day, I found these. They do have problems. There's some cracks at the bottom. Don't know if you can see that light shining through that crack. There it is. And the same on this end. But that's an easy fix. A little silicone down there, and it's good to go. I just don't want to throw some soda cans in there, or any juice cans, and have it drip on the floor in our pantry. So and I found two. That one has the same problems. I'll do the same thing to it, and I'll put that one in my shop. Moving on to this one. I found a lot of these lately. It's really uncanny how that happens. Almost brand new. I tested it. It doesn't leak. It has its plug clean. I didn't have to clean it. I mean, it is just good to go. Handle works. The wheels work on it. Just a really interesting find. Just incredible what people will toss out that is absolutely not even dirty, damaged, or otherwise unusable. It's just incredible. But I appreciate it when they do that, because we all benefit when we find them, and it stays out of the landfill. Another bonus. This guy here took me forever to figure out, to look it up, because I didn't know what to call it. It's a case, but it's not a suitcase. These are called road cases. And primarily, you've seen them at concerts, primarily rock concerts, whatever, I guess country concerts. Anyone who carries musical instruments, lighting equipment, whatever, this is what they tote them in. So, hence, road case. I've looked it up, the similar sizes, and this one goes for about $75 to $125, believe it or not. A little dirty inside. I have no idea what that yellow stuff is. I got to clean that off. Kind of smells funny. That's why I had the lid opening, letting the sun kind of cook it and kind of air it out a little bit, get that funny smell out. I think it's just musty from being closed so long, but it's definitely a good find and will be a good sell. But yeah, road case, in case you ever need to know. Back over here, just recently pulled out. This was by the at-home dumpsters. It was a garage sale dump or home dump. This is a huge basketball hoop. Don't think it's regulation, but it's just huge. I was going to just take it off. It's metal. I was going to take it off. It's got the two bolts, and toss the backboard because it's pretty bad shape. But it is plastic and it's still usable. The bolts are still there, a little rusty, but that can be remedied. So yeah, I was going to leave it like that and put it on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. Back here, this is a second or third bag I found. I think second, yes. And although my oldest son is into kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, that's his kickboxing bag right there. He can't use this one. It's a different type of bag. It's heavy, almost 150 pounds. And like the other bag I found, it has the straps that are cut. So whenever, it's weird, when folks who have these hanging in their garage or on their back porch or wherever they put them, when they're ready to get rid of them, they just cut the straps. I don't know why. It's still valuable. It still has value. It does have a little bit of damage. There's some, you see tape down there. Nothing that wouldn't wouldn't you keep someone from using it and get some good use out of it? It's got a lot of life left in it. So yeah, there you go. Got the bins just discussed recently and then found the next day. Unbelievable. Ice cool, the ice chest, the rolling ice chest, and the road case. And last but not least, let's go to my ugly, disorganized, cluttered shop. I'm going to try not to show you too much of it because it's embarrassing. But over there is a partial Bowflex machine I pulled out, and it doesn't have the straps. It was tied up like that. See that strand around it? It was already tied up like that. I left it like that. I need to clean up the bottom underneath the bench is pretty it's pretty dirty and a little rusty, so I'll clean that up. I will not ask for a whole lot of money because I don't know all what is missing. I know the straps are missing, the rubber things that go with those guys up there. So, but anyway, yeah, I fought it out of a dumpster, very heavy, very bulky, but it finally came out. Interestingly enough, see the cat scratch pose here. I've mentioned this in the past. When you find a certain item, and if you go on a regular basis, as I do, you will find that once you find one certain item, you will suddenly find that item over and over again. Typically 3 times is my experience. With chairs, about 20 times and counting, so that's an anomaly there. But a good example, though, I find chair after chair after chair. Same thing with the cooler over there. I cannot tell you how many coolers I have found, and I've found 3 or 4 just this month alone. There's one of them. That is a vintage Coleman Personal 8. They go for about $15 to $30 on eBay. And there's another one there. He's vintage, but it doesn't really sell well. Probably just keep it around, cleaning them up, keep him around. This tabletop here, I do have 3 of the legs. The one was broken, has a little damage there. But I'm going to redo the legs. I'm not going to install the same legs. I didn't like them. I'm going to make my own and put them on this one and sell it on Facebook as I do other ones. And I'm going to fight mosquitoes in here while I'm at it. And moving on, again, this cat scratch post. This is the 3rd one. This one was from PetSmart. This one was from I believe a garage sale dump or a home dump. It's dirty. I need to clean it up. You see that right there. But I'll list these together. But this was these are the 2 and 3 of the 3 I found. I already sold one. It was 4.5 feet tall, and he sold quick. I priced it right, and it sold quick. But yeah, 3 in a row there within, I believe, less than a couple of weeks. Same thing with these guys here, lamps. I have been finding tons of lamps, and they all work. I even have a couple, one in the house we're using, and one in the rental property, the one that's on Airbnb. And I just repaired one yesterday. I'll probably sell it. This one I'm not sure. I really like the looks of this one. It's very heavy. It's has a company. I forget the name of the company, but it is a well-known brand. Where'd he go? There it is. Who is this guy? Lancer and White Corporation. All right, sorry about the break there, but I believe I hit the wrong button or something. Anyhow, as I was saying, I saw one online for Walmart. I believe it was like $12. So that we'll probably keep that one for the rental as well. I do need to touch it up. You get some wax. It's like paint, but it's wax and it's the same color or very similar. Touch it up and you're good to go. So moving on. One of my favorite objects is right here. This vintage from the 50s, from what my research indicates. This is a Samsonite, but it's from the, can you read that? Swader Brothers Incorporated, and down there it says Denver, Detroit. I have found these online for sale, going from anywhere from $10 to $150, and it opens up. The latches work, a little rough on the inside, but still an interesting find. I'll probably just sell it on Marketplace. I don't want to try to ship it. I promise it opens, but it's not opening now. There we go. That's dirty, a little musty. Look at that old school little pocket there. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? It is torn from there, or actually it's not. Yeah, it's not torn. It's loose from the brackets there. When you just need to, I think it will work. Yeah, it still works. I just didn't see them, and I just got to put it right. But anyhow, it does work. It smells a little musty, but in that, pretty interesting find, man. Pretty interesting. I bet it could tell some stories from the 50s on to now. Incredible. Don't know why someone tossed it. It's really just too cool, I guess. But I understand. You can't keep all your stuff. Okay, moving on, guys. I think, last but not least, well, let's hit this guy here. Pulled him out. There was a mirror in it. It was at an at-home dumpsters. I don't believe it was from at home. I believe it was a household dump or a garage sale dump. I know it was because it did have a price sticker back here, a handwritten price sticker on the back. Still has the wire hanger, so it's good to go. Could you put a mirror in there, put a photograph in there, put a painting in there? So I'll put it on Facebook Marketplace as well. The last two interesting items. Again, remember what I said about finding things in threes or more. This is the second one I've found in probably 3 weeks. This is a Lexmark laser printer, X364DN. I've looked it up, and it goes for a good about anywhere from $100 to $200 used, and some I think a little bit higher, but I'm not certain. I tested it. It works fine. The paper there. It didn't have a cord, and I found another one. Actually, I found a brother first, and it's I forget the model number. It's laser, and it's a laser printer. It works, uses the same cord. I had to order a cord, and I just have to order another one now. We'll probably have to sell both of these, but I already have 2. I don't need 4, so they'll be sold. I want to clean them up. I do need to test the other features. I'd like to test and see if it does get online. If it can, it has Wi-Fi, whatnot. Just want to make sure all of that stuff works, and before I list it. But yeah, that was back-to-back finds, probably within 2 weeks. The other one is upstairs right now. Just kind of had to find a place to put it. Again, running out of room, as you see in my shop. And our front dining room is even worse right now. But there are movings. Things are moving. I just had to sell this morning, bright and early this Saturday morning. So that was a good way to start the day. So there you go. Just have to wait on the second cord, and I can list those guys. I forgot to mention this guy. You may remember me pulling him out. That was the last thing I found at Pier 1. You think I should keep it for nostalgia reasons? Nah. Too big, too bulky. Not real useful. Although I just thought I could maybe put my wood planks in there. My wood planks being right there, kind of scattered about everywhere now for right now. But anyway, they're selling too, by the way. But no, I even listed this as a tabletop, wouldn't it? Or table base, rather. Wouldn't that make a perfect table base? It would. But I haven't gotten a bite on it. It's heavy, bulky. It's in the way now. So, yeah. It's got to go. It will probably be donated. And I know the perfect place I could use it. And it might even go tonight. So, making sure I'm not missing anything. You saw what we're going to be using as the trash cans, but we're going to be using as recycle bins, the bag, the igloo rolling cooler, the road case, beautiful, odd-looking chair. I love this thing. I have no idea. I don't know if this is armrest or not, but it is the most uncomfortable armrest I've ever seen. But it's still just fascinating to me. The bench took off a burn pile, rescued him, and of course everything else came out of a dumpster. There's a video with him being pulled out of the dumpster here. So that's really the only item that is actually on video. The rest, this is why the confession. I was cheating on you. I was doing it and not taking you with me. So now you know. I am continuing to do it, but not near as active as I was originally. I was posting 2-3 videos a week. I'm not even close to that. I'm just being very picky and very selective where I go and how long I spend, so it doesn't interfere and it keeps the guilt down. And that was the whole reason for me backing off on this diving adventures. is the guilt was starting to bother me. I was letting my little projects get in the way of time with the tribe, with my children. And I have remedied that, and I feel much better. I tell you what, guilt-free life is a good thing, especially when it comes to spending time with your children. So they'll be out here shortly, wreaking havoc. I need to clean out their horrible sandbox. I let it get kind of grown over, but I'll be cleaning that out shortly, and the youngest will be out here having a ball. So I'm sure I'm getting some things. Let's do one last thing here, guys. See the flowers. Do you see the plants and the flowers? There's some over there still. Sorry for my colored patio. These were from LOWES, every one of them. And they are blooming, and they are fall bloomers. I did not know that. Who knew? Here we are in November, and they are just sprouting forth. Beautiful. One over here, look at this one. Just absolutely beautiful. That is incredible. All from a dumpster, guys. Every bit of them. Got the roses over here, white roses, red roses. Just something else. Just a lucky find. Over 300 plants. There's a video out there about it. Maybe a couple of them, I believe. So yeah, there you go, guys. One last thing. Y'all believe, this is on video. I pulled this. This was from an out-of-town dive. I can't remember where, but I want to say it was out of town. And I found all the parts. They were separate, but I found them. And this is its perfect spot right here. And yes, the blades work. I had to fix one of the blades, but it works. And we're on a hill up here, and we get a north wind that just gets this thing a-humming. So yeah, now as the sun comes out, perfect timing, make these flowers even more beautiful. So yeah, there you go. And I built this flower bed just for, you can't see the stones I laid, just for these. There's the stones I laid for it. There you go. And we gave a bunch of the plants and flowers away, a bunch. And we still have all this and more over there. Okay, guys, I think that's going to do it. That is my confession. Apologize for not taking you along, but time sometimes just won't allow it. But I'm going to start doing, try to do a little better, and maybe take you on some of the short ones. Who says video has to be 20 minutes long or 30 minutes long? So, yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. We'll see. But no promises, because I'm still busy with the rentals, and the children still have their football, gymnastics, and kickboxing, and I still need to be involved in that, not to mention their school. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, guys, I hope you like this, and hope you watch it to the end. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and also thank you for the messages of concern. Those of you wondering where I have been, wondering what I'm doing, wondering if anything's wrong. No, nothing's wrong. It's good. It's just taking care of business, and they're taking care of the right business. So there you go, guys, from the backyard of Jay at Dumpster Diving Life. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and keep on diving.